This channel is for immature audiences only. It is not for children, only for childish adults. We might play some video games that kids also like, but we say words like fuck and shit with alarming frequency and make crude, inappropriate, and morbid jokes all the damn time. Level 0 NPCs assumes no responsibility if your idiot spawn watches this and gets traumatized.
Oh.
Wow.
I'm not sure I like where this is going.
Bring us some figgy pudding.
That's a lot of cocaine.
Matt finds pixely mountains intensely erotic.
Mountains covered in
The
snow.
peaks. Those peaks. Oh my
I
god.
look at the deer.
Oh my god, look at the deer.
What's it doing? It's looking at the moon.
Look at the moon. Ah,
It's a
you are
full
now
moon.
visible to predators. Run!
Ah!
I want to see Schwarzenegger narrate like a nature documentary with that level of intensity. That would be great.
The house.
You gotta be careful
It's
of the
all
wolves.
alone.
They're all alone. Ah!
The snow. It's
There's
beginning
actually
to
some
fall.
continuity to this Sierra Christmas card. Police Navidad, everybody. It is Christmas 2020, or close to it. And, yeah.
What a fucking year.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Hey, if you've
What a
made it
fuck
this
of a
far,
year.
congrats.
Yeah, no kidding. If you made it this far, you'll probably make it to the end of the year.
This year has certainly been brought to you by Sierra.
Yeah, we should have saved our game.
It's true. It feels like 2020 was designed by fucking Jim Walls.
Oh, that deer is too close to the house.
It was a
Gets it.
society you couldn't even survive a little pandemic.
The deer is looking into the mountains.
Oh, yes, well. Back in my day, we had pandemics every 3 weeks. Yeah, listen. Hey, season's greetings. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Joyeux Noel. Whatever you're into. You know, if you're into Hanukkah, I'm sure Happy Hanukkah will fit.
Kwanzaa, Happy Festivus.
Yeah.
Holiday for the rest of us.
And if you choose not to participate in Christmas, which is something I've heard as a thing, that's
They
fine.
ended this track and just had to sustain on the one final note forever so they could get all of these logos in.
I did say it. I did say it last time, but I'll say it again. Merry Keheri Meti, which is, I probably mangled that. It's Maori for Merry Christmas.
Hey, nice. Hey, nice. Yeah. Hey, it's Christmas Eve where you are right now, right?
It is. Yes, it is.
At
It's
this time
Christmas
of
Eve,
recording. Yeah.
At the time of recording, and it's very busy at supermarkets today. Everyone's rushing around, getting their last-minute bits of food and drink and all sorts for the whatever they're going to tomorrow.
Yeah, fuck that, eh?
Setting up their Santa traps.
There's Santa,
That's true.
Santa traps.
We
We like to catch them over here.
This is the year. Like it's been such a disastrous year, but this can be the year we finally stop Santa.
No one needs to be stopped more.
Little did you know that Santa is a force that must be stopped.
I think it's more like climbing a mountain. You know, it's because he's there. He's there and he's doing his thing, and we're gonna stop him because we can, regardless of whether or not we have to.
I need to know he's done.
Grounded by an FAA technicality.
Well, I was just gonna say, of all the trials the world has faced this year, I'm not sure which of them was, the end guy, the boss. Maybe it's Santa. Maybe the year culminates with us finally banding together and stopping that jolly red bastard once and for all.
Yes.
Who one could infer is responsible for all the bad that's happened this year.
Yeah. If he's the end boss, what a twist, eh?
I mean, he'd be hard to stop, He can infiltrate people's homes. He has a curious omnipresence.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
At least partial omniscience for people's wrongdoings. It's, he's going to be a challenging
He has an
adversary.
army of elves, which, if Lord of the Rings is anything to go by, is actually pretty formidable.
And I mean, Tim Allen did have a criminal record too, so he's liable to
Yeah.
do something
Would
nasty.
you do you feel like that was a documentary?
Yes.
Yeah.
If
Yes.
Sauron, the greatest evil of Middle Earth, was able to sort of cow and subjugate the orcs, who are, a strong but violent people. But Santa Claus, to his credit, was able to do the same thing with the elves, which is a much more worrying turn of events.
And I mean, they used to be a free people until he came along and set up shop in their home and made them work for it. Made them all work for him. I don't know what he pays them either.
In 'Twas the Night Before Christmas, they actually refer to Santa as an elf. Now, do you feel like that's an honorary title, or do you feel like he actually is an elf? And if he were, is he a half-elf?
No, he's an elf king. He is the result of many elves being packed way too close together for a long time.
And their tails get all tangled up. And,
So yeah, like
yes,
he's like the king rat of elves.
And ethically speaking, is this better or worse than a Willy Wonka Oompa Loompa situation?
I think, I feel like, there's definitely some questionable slavery things happening going on.
And did he declare himself the Elf King, or did they give him that?
Yeah,
I mean, like, at least in most, like, holiday media, Santa's workshop is portrayed as having some amount of sort of, like, safety measures and stuff like that. There's, like, foremen and shit like that, whereas, children died at that, the one time they were allowed into Wonka's factory.
Yeah.
I don't know how Wonka escaped jail.
Just no railings next to open, like, rivers of molten chocolate and
Let me tell
Zero
you my
occupational health and safety presence.
no, yeah, exactly.
My problem with the Oompa Loompas is this: they didn't have time to rehearse and choreograph all those songs. That means they knew those kids were going to get hurt.
They planned on it.
And instead of doing anything to intervene, all they did is walk out after the fact to mock the injured children. So either they have, like, it's possible they just have a preternatural talent for song and dance, but, like, I'm thinking they have some sort of, like, danger sense, some sort of supernatural ability to sense danger. And rather than warning the children, they just got together and said, okay, we got to get...
They get the dance on.
We're going to need to find another rhyme for Doompity Doo. Another kid is going to get... Another kid's about to get mulched by Wonka's factory.
And so remember, in that third verse of the Beauregard song, like, the way that a cow does, right? Okay.
Yeah.
They're all just halfling bards that evenly split their points between cook and perform.
Who's your favorite on-screen Santa, guys?
Oh, goodness. I guess because in my childhood I grew up with, like, Miracle on 34th Street, the old black and white one. Like, that Santa is kind of, like, iconic to me.
Right.
Yeah.
My favorite Santas are the big fuckers.
That or the Coca-Cola Santa.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, Coca-Cola Santa would be sort of my childhood Santa.
Yeah, that's fair. Andrew?
I seem to remember there being a 7-Up commercial where they had a promotion where you would put up, like, a Santa poster and you would put, like, cotton balls as sort of like a reverse advent calendar on his beard.
This is why 7-Up's not leading in the soft drink market.
You're right. I remember that commercial. It was a poster you could get when you bought a 6-pack of 7-Up in the 80s. And they'd give you a poster, and then every day for Advent, you could put a cotton ball on Santa's fucking beard. Like, that was anywhere close to being fun.
Yeah. But that's just sort of what came to mind.
That was your favorite on-screen Santa?
Yes.
I gotta go with Grinch in Disguise.
Yeah, there you go. Fair enough.
Grinch disguised as Santa.
It's the best movie. He almost did it. The only problem with that movie is that in the end, he brings Christmas back.
Yeah, well, because his heart grew 2 sizes. 3 sizes? It was 2 sizes too small, but then it grew extra large.
Multiple sizes.
Yeah.
He'll die for a different reason.
My favorite on-screen Santa has to be Santa Claus the movie from 1980 something. I'll tell you why. I still don't know I still don't know that actor's name. I strongly believe that was the real Santa Claus. I also like the big fuckers as Santa, like the guys who are like 6'5", 6'6". Like those are the Santas I want. Either that, or
you want a Santa that can make anyone feel like a child.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Back in the 90s, Canadian Tire had a series of ads where they had Ebenezer Scrooge and Santa getting into hijinks. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And their whole theme was, and it was kind of brilliant, it was like, with Canadian Tire, you can give like Santa and save like Scrooge. Yeah.
I forgot all about that shit. That's awesome.
Isn't that great? That's actually fucking brilliant. Anyway, that was a great Scrooge. Like, that guy ended up being probably the quintessential Scrooge for me. And that was also the quintessential Santa. I watched a lot of TV as a kid.
I don't know if he counts, but in A Muppet Christmas Carol, the huge guy, the Ghost of Christmas Present, that big man-sized puppet.
Me!
I thought that guy was fucking terrifying as a kid.
He was great.
I hated that scene. It was like, as soon as he came on screen, I was like, no, I want this creature destroyed. Like, something about him I found deeply disturbing. I think he was too human for a Muppet. That's probably what it was.
Well, yeah, because he was a dude in a suit, so he didn't move like a puppet. He moved like a man.
And he had like a puppet man face. Yep. And he wasn't like an animal or a fuzzy monster. He was like a guy. I don't know. I thought he was loathsome.
He was he was also an extrovert.
I think as a child, one of the movies I remember seeing that was aimed at children but was horrifying was I think it was The Adventures of Tom Sawyer or The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn, I believe, and it was all claymation. And there was one scene where they meet the devil for some reason, and it is just creepy, absolutely so creepy.
Mark Twain loved the devil.
Mark Twain, Satanist, secret Satanist.
They don't really do a whole lot of like non-ironic or like earnest Christmas celebratory TV and movies these days, do they?
Right.
You reminded me just now, Lewis, I don't know if it was a Canadian thing specifically or North American, but there was this special that came on when I was a kid, and we taped it, so I watched it like yearly. It was this claymation Christmas celebration, it was called.
Right. Yes!
It was like hosted by dinosaurs, like claymation dinosaurs. Dude! And the California Raisins.
Fucking awesome.
Yeah.
They sang Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
I remember California Raisins.
And they had the camels singing, it was the Three Kings.
Yeah.
Doing that. And they had the bells, the Carol of the Bells, where the bells would all hit themselves in the head with the hammer.
Yeah, that was my favorite bit.
The two walruses that were figure skating.
Yes. I have that. I have that digitally on my computer right now. I watch it every year.
Fantastic. That's something you got to raise your kids on.
Yeah, they've got it. You can see it on YouTube. It's there.
Right on.
Yeah, totally. What was everybody's favorite Christmas special?
That.
Oh, there was one. I remember a Disney one that when I was really young, and it was Mickey Mouse. I believe it was Mickey Mouse. He was ice skating, but the ice was beginning to break and go down this waterfall, and it was all about him trying to, dodging, jumping from iceberg to iceberg just to get back to the side of this lake. It must have been Niagara Falls, I reckon, but that was one I remember.
Is it just me, Lewis, or is all of your Christmas memorabilia terrifying?
Yeah. That was some Indiana Jones shit right there.
Don't get me started on Return to Oz. They always played that around Christmas.
Oh, no shit, eh? Yeah.
Another movie that TV channels love to play in New Zealand on Christmas Day was Milo and Otis. Every fucking Christmas.
Okay.
That's
Really?
weird. That's a weird one to play.
I know.
Like,
I don't know why, but every fucking Christmas day, Milo and Otis.
that's
they
the
have
one.
to find something heartwarming that isn't also set in winter.
Yeah, but isn't that the movie that killed like
A lot of kittens, apparently.
a lot of kittens and puppies?
Oh god, I don't want to think about that.
No,
shit.
no, let's not.
Yeah. Alex, were you allowed to watch Christmas specials?
I was all but forced to.
Wow!
It's the opposite of my usual relationship with TV. I don't like even one of them. But if I have to, if I have to pick a favorite, I'm going to go with Year Without a Santa Claus for the Heat Miser, Snow Miser sort of rap battle that they do. Just because that's sort of like the lowest plateau of misery of the holiday season.
I gotta tell you, man, fucking Americans love that one. They fucking go nuts for that fucking shit.
Apparently. Yeah, I'm not super familiar with it, honestly. I saw a parody of it, I think it was Fallon or something like that recently, where it was like reworded to be talking about like Trump and Biden, but...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But I don't think I've actually seen the original. I mean, I also haven't seen like the Island of Misfit Toys or anything like that either, so... I feel like I missed out on a lot of those old sort of classics myself.
What was the Christmas
Andrew, you
movie?
and I...
Oh, sorry.
So, no, what is this about a Christmas movie? It's probably terrifying.
Yes, we scared all our young generation at Christmas over here.
Christmas in New Zealand is basically
Just
Halloween.
the New Zealand Santa Claus is a giant spider story.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Yep. A giant spider with a red hat.
Yeah.
No. That movie, that Christmas movie, it had Dudley Moore in it. And
Santa Claus the movie. He was
is
the main
that,
elf.
is that Santa Claus the movie? Okay, and
Yep,
I just
yep.
remember the part where something went wrong and all the toys started getting made shittily and breaking.
Yeah, and it ruined Christmas.
Ah, right. Okay.
And he was fired over it. And then a toy maker who was played by John Lithgow hired him.
I love John Lithgow so much. He's so cool.
Yeah, that guy played the villain in that. It was great.
He's a good villain.
All Christmas movies portray Christmas as this thing which is both delicate and hard to save. It's this sort of, fragile thing. And yet it happens every fucking year. Like,
Ernest Saves Christmas, case in point.
How much money does Mariah Carey make every year?
It's just this nightmare of over and over again. Christmas is almost done for good. And then some fucker comes out and saves it. Every year.
Okay, Andrew, you and I grew up with our fair share. We had a whole videotape that was full of Christmas specials.
And so the ones that that I hold dear are the Chipmunks one, of course.
Mm-hmm. Chipmunks Christmas is a classic.
I hoop.
The 1981s. The 1981 one. Yeah, absolutely.
And I also really enjoyed the Muppets Sesame Street one as well.
Yeah, classic.
With the
Muppet Family
Fraggle Rock
Christmas
in there too.
Muppet Family Christmas, where they go to Fozzie's mother's house.
Right.
And they have the Swedish Chef and
all the Sesame Street crew shows up too.
I do remember that. I thought you were talking about the Christmas Story where they did like the Scrooge thing with Kermit as Jacob or not as Bob Cratchit.
Muppet Christmas Carol is also a classic. It absolutely is. Yeah. But the Muppet Family Christmas
forgot about that. That was a good one. That was
a good one. It was a good
also,
one.
honorable mention would be a Pac-Man Christmas.
I bet you can't remember a goddamn thing that happened in that.
I should say my love for the Muppets does overpower my hatred for Christmas. So both of those aforementioned Muppet specials I would speak in favor of.
They're great.
The Raccoons Christmas?
Raccoons Christmas, Jesus, yes.
Yeah. Matthew, what about you?
Elf Christmas special. Easily. Hands down, Elf makes friend with the dying girl. She dies at the end. Bingo, bango.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
But
classic,
prevents a guy
man.
from committing suicide.
But prevents a guy from committing suicide. It's really...
That's dark.
It's a really, really dark episode.
Classic Elf.
Actually, Actually, I'm pretty sure she dies at the end. I'm not 100% sure. I don't quite remember, but I think she does.
They had to trade one life for another. So.
Yes! Well, that's not really true. They were both going to die. Now just one of them did. But Alf befriended her. It was real sad. Anyway, yeah.
Damn.
I remember that shit. That's the Alf Christmas special, hands down.
Some argue that Star Trek Generations is a Christmas movie.
Who would argue that?
I haven't heard that one.
It's
I mean,
funny.
I hear the regular, Die Hard is a Christmas movie thing.
Yeah. Die Hard as well, but Die Hard's got more jurisdiction in the Christmas realm than I think Star Trek Generations does.
Is there even Christmas in that? There's one.
Yeah, there's
scene.
one scene. There's one scene where Picard's in the Nexus and he is in some reality where it's Christmas, and that's it.
That's dumb.
But there are
anybody who says that that's a Christmas movie is now on the shit list. Fuck them.
Right.
I'm done with
I can
them.
give you their names.
Yeah, do it. Give it to me. They're on the shit list. I'm done with this.
Self-report, you bastards.
And on that happy note, Merry Christmas, everybody.
Yeah, Merry Christmas.
Indeed.
You know, I think, why don't you, in the comments, write your favorite Christmas movie or Christmas special from a TV show, past or present. They don't really do that present these days.
They really don't. Not that much.
We'll address it next year.
Oh yeah.
However you celebrate this horrific time of this horrific year, I hope it's as joyous a one as it can be.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Our New Year's resolution is to get Alex in more shows next year.
Yeah.
We have a plan for a show that I think everyone is going to enjoy.
Yes.
Yes.
Plans for
hopefully will be coming
2021,
early in the
Luke.
year, so.
Just because that made it sound like something different, I'm not pissed at the guys for not including me. I just legitimately hate Christmas. I've just been too busy to record. So I'll try to be around more in the new year. You made it sound like there was some sort of bitter rivalry unfolding here.
No, it's just that you're rarely in these, so I'm really glad you are today. Even though I knew it would be gold because I know you hate Christmas.
Oh, so much.
People shouldn't think like, holy shit, are you guys in the Eagles together or something?
What it is you receive this sort of colorful box, and it's like wrapped up, and it has something inside it that you don't know what it is, and you tear it open, and you just sort of react to it live in front of everybody, is the most horrible experience to me. I don't understand why a person would do that to another person.
And Alex, that is that one scene at the end of 7.
Yeah.
What's in the box?
I feel like you're not alone. I feel like there's a lot of people out there who probably share your sentiments.
And
yeah.
I am someone who does not have a good poker face. So, more often than not, people know if I think what they've given me is awful.
I will do Christmas. I'll do Christmas every year until I die because I love my family and they love Christmas. And because they love me, they get me stuff. But, it's exhausting. I'm opening presents in like 12 hours because we have to do it early because of work schedule, stuff like that. And I'm just dreading it. I'm not going to sleep tonight as a result. And that's just doing it over a call. Other people are up all night on Christmas out of anticipation. I'm up all night out of dread. Just awful dread.
So, alternatively, if you don't want to put your favorite holiday movies below, go ahead and tell us whether or not you're in that boat too, because God knows some of you have to be.
Do you love Christmas or do you dread it?
Yep. Anyway, we're wishing you a happy holidays, as happy as can be, and we will see you. Are we going to have an episode on Saturday? I don't think so, right?
Just this one, yeah.
Yeah, but we'll be back next week. So,
Damn straight.
Stay cool, everybody.
Is it still 2020 that it?
One more in 2020, and then that's it.
Wow, that's actually
New
Year's Eve. Oh, for me.
Indeed. Well,
yeah.
The Saturday is still, always the same Saturday, but yes.
Yep. Wow.
Actually, hold fire. When are we?
Happy holidays, everybody.
I suppose we can talk about it later.
Yeah, I suppose we can talk about it later. I don't
Sorry.
think we might record one more in 2020, but it may not air until 2021.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Okay, everybody. In the meantime, have a great one, and we will talk to you later.
Stay safe, everybody.
Yeah.
Safe holidays.
Give like Santa, save like Scrooge.
Safe like Scrooge.
Bye, everybody.